Hello and welcome to episode 9 of Neverwinter Nights Adventure Series number 5 against the cult of the Reptile God. I'm here with Dougie, my summoned boar, and we're about to head into Hollyhock Cottage to meet a few peeps that could possibly help us with this mystery. So let's head in. Dorian and Lywillet. Hello?
Well met.
Speak quickly, stranger. Who are you and what brings you into our cottage uninvited? I'm Kareena Kovaleski. Mayor Zacharias has taken me into his confidence. Oh, wait. Taken into his confidence, asked you to do the same. He told me to mention Troll Cutter to you to prove that my words are true. Troll Cutter? Ha ha ha. Zacharias certainly hasn't developed any modesty since we fought side by side in the Troll Wars. Troll Cutter indeed. If it hadn't been for me and Lywillen, Zach would have been the one getting cut. So, what have you done to earn Zach's trust? I uncovered and prevented an assassination plot against him. An undead assassin was sent to kill him, but I arrived in time to thwart it. Damn, I knew we should have kept a closer eye on Zach. These bloody cultists will try anything. Good work, Kareena. Perhaps introductions are in order. I am Dorian, and this is my brother, Lywillen. Greetings. Mayor Zacharias is an old friend, and he wrote to us pleading for our assistance. He said that his village was threatened by a great evil and feared that he was powerless to thwart it. Of course, we came to help, and he let us use this cottage as a base to conduct our investigations. Apparently, the previous owners disappeared one night without warning. What's happening to Orlane? I'd like to help. There's a secret order at work here that is gradually taking control of the villagers. The Golden Grain Inn is completely under cult control, as is the temple. Several other villagers and farmers, too, we think, although with fear and suspicion in every home, it's hard to tell what's normal behavior. How is the cult taking control? Villagers are kidnapped from their homes in the dead of night and taken away to be converted. We don't know what happens to them, but when they return, they're changed people, totally subservient to the cult's orders. Not that they always return. Prisoners are often held at the Temple of Marika for a while, but we don't yet know why they're taken after that, though we're sure it's out of the village. Can I do anything to help? It's vital that we prevent further abductions by the cult. We must find out where and when the next one is planned. We're keeping a close eye on the temple, so it would be useful if you could check out the Golden Grain Inn. We're sure that a number of kidnappings have already taken place there, and it is a hive of cult activity, so there may be clues as to the cult's next target. I have already been attacked there. 3 thugs tried to abduct me as I slept, though they soon regretted their folly. The innkeeper, Beswill, has fled to the cellars, but I can't follow him. The door down is securely locked. You must have fought well. I doubt any have escaped the Golden Grain's midnight squad before, and maybe we can help you pursue Beswill. Lywillen's rather skilled at acquiring stuff, and he's just acquired this key from one of the Golden Grain lackeys that strayed a little too far from home. Take it. It should open the door down to the cellars. Thanks. Could we talk about something else? What do you want to discuss? Have you heard of a merchant called Iggy Olivero? Can't say I have, but if he's gone missing, it's probable that someone in Orlane has something to do with it. Do you know who Derek Deslay is? Yes, we've come across him. He's heavily involved in cult activities and a nasty piece of work. He moves around between the Golden Grain Inn and the temple. Do you have any items that I might buy from you? Speak with Lywillen. He's in charge of acquisitions. I dare say that some of our spare kit could be traded if the price was right. May I rest here? Of course, you may go upstairs to rest whenever you like. We'll keep an eye on things to make sure you are not disturbed. Awesome, thanks.
I greet you.
Good to have you working with us, Kareena. Do you have any supplies that I could purchase? Yes, a few. We came fully prepared. Would you like to see what I've got to spare? Yes, please. Wow, he did come fully prepared. Alright, so can we finally get this stuff identified? Yes, 100 GP. A nimble knife. This elven-made dagger has only light enchantments, but it's been made by a master craftsman. Wielding it is intuitive and almost effortless, allowing even the most uncoordinated to use it in conjunction with another weapon. Ambidexterity. What would you give me for that? I'm curious. 1576. Okay, and these boots? Boots of reflexes +2. In the dark night of The rich and powerful protect themselves from the predations of the shadow thieves by constructing elaborate traps throughout their homes. To counter this, the shadow thieves created these boots to quicken the reactions of their top assassins and burglars. Reflex +2. I'd like those instead of the boots of the salamander. And you'll give me 49 for these. Gauntlets of Flame. What about this belt? Girdle of Bluntness. These relatively common belts were originally discovered amongst the hardy mountain tribes of the Barrier Peaks. The tribal witch doctors fashioned these items to give some limited protection from the rotting giants that roam the area. Bludgeoning resist 5. Well, we'll take it. And this? Rogue Links. Armor of this type began to appear in the lands adjacent to Thay in the year of smoldering spells, 1020. Dawn Reckoning. An irremovable coating of soot has blackened it, dulling noise and movement and making ideal for stealthy endeavors. Close examination, however, reveals that the charring was not the result of externally applied heat, and suggests the original owners have suffered some sort of Thavian-induced combustion. This lends a very morbid feeling to the suit. Only usable by rogue. Okay, so we can sell that. Or if he's coming with me, can I give him that? If he's a rogue. We'll wait and see on that. Don't we have a sling +1? Okay. So we'll sell the 2 slings for 1 GP apiece. I have no chance to hit with these darts, so I'm gonna, well, they're only 18, I'll keep them. I'm gonna just sell them. Sell the stone axe for 4. And the gauntlets of flame for 647. Even though they're cool if you're unarmed. I'm curious about this ambidexterity. If I go like that, attack bonus 0 and +1. So she doesn't lose any attack bonus by equipping that in the offhand. And it would give her a second attack. But I lose 10 meters of white light and bonus versus undead +3. We may rock with that though. Let's see. Likewise. East of the village and see if there's any sign of them. Dorian has asked me to try to discover which villager the cult plan to kidnap next. So I have to go to the Dorian, or not the Dorian, the inn. That kind of scared me there. I thought someone was appearing. No body. Oh, do you have any? What do you have? I only have 700 gold. Oh, you have cool stuff. You have very cool stuff. Potions. Ring of hiding. Traps and thieves' tools. Yeah, I have 5 healers kits. Could probably use some potions. Your Cure Series is 99. Let's buy one of those. 2 of those. Oh, can you identify this potion for me? Potion of Hiding. Imbued with chameleon blood and fortified by owlbear dung, this brew grants the drinker an ability to blend almost invisibly to their surroundings. Hide +20. We'll keep that. Potion of Aid would be useful. Let's buy another moderate cure potion. And another one. Okay, so let me do my spells here. Still got Cure Minor Wounds, 3 Blesses, a magic weapon, and why am I not using a Divine Favor? What caster level am I anyway? Caster level 4. To attack and weapon damage rolls. So let's take a Bless away and use a Divine Favor. Second level, we've got the same spells: Inflict Moderate, Summon Creature 2, and Cure Moderate. Let's get rid of Cure Moderate and put another Summon Creature 2 in case Dougie dies once. Alright, I think we can go upstairs and rest successfully. Zacharias' letter. Dorian and Llywelyn, much has happened in my life since we fought side by side in the Troll Wars. I hope sometime to have a chance to talk with you about many pleasant things. My purpose now, sadly, is to ask, nay, beg, my courageous comrades to aid my people in a time of dire need. I cannot even describe to you the danger that threatens Orlane, for I know it's not true nature, for I know not its true nature. I do know that, unless it can somehow be stopped, this evil will consume my little village and its families. We will vanish without trace into the dust of history. A sinister force is at work here, and it is made all the more frightening by the fact that its true nature is concealed in a web of fear and suspicion. I plead with you, come to Orlane and lend your skills to revealing this menace, that it may finally be destroyed. Your comrade, Zacharias Ormond, Mayor of Orlane. Cool. So we will rest here. And I want to put the spell here. Divine Favor. Okay, and I will be right back. Alright. So he's not actually coming with me, like I thought, so I'll still hang on to that in case I get a rogue companion. I love this Ring of the Dawn. Let me sell that. 70 GP, we'll take it. I also have the Sun Stick. Pretty well taken care of. You have bullets +1 though. What do you buy the bullets +1? Okay. It's time to get Dougie out. And head on over to, well, we could go east. We can go to the Golden Grain Inn. Let's try and head east. Zacharias the Almond.
I need help, please!
Please? What?
Hi!
Please help me! I saw you in the inn before, didn't I? You seem nice, not like the others. Some nasty men have taken my mummy away and I'm frightened. Calm down, tell me what's happened. The man who owns the Golden Grain Inn got angry at something and told everyone to leave. We were on our way home when some mean-looking men ran out from the bushes and took my mummy away. I was dawdling behind, so they didn't see me. Where did they take her? That barn over there. One of the nasty men dropped a key when they dragged my mum away. I bet it opens the barn door. Will you rescue her if I give you the key? Yes, I'll help her. Hand me the key. This barn right here? Why do I feel like this is a trap? It is. Ha! Young Belle's done a good job. She served you on a plate for us. Remember, Sam, Mr. Desley said to slice her up good.
Goodbye.
You won't win! You won't!
Oh boy. I could have used a quick dispel there, but in the moment, I kind of just had to get here quickly and start attacking. Nice. Dougie will get the job done for me. Yeah. See how these rolls with the two weapons are. Oh, not too bad. I knew not to trust that kid. Clever. Oh, there's more. Time to die, Spindle boys. Looks like we're a little late, Dorian. Oh, the good guys are here. It appears you can take care of yourself admirably, Kareena. The Spindle boys have been a constant irritation to us since we arrived in Orlane, and we're sure they've been heavily involved in cult activities, albeit as lackeys. But do take care and remember that in Orlane, danger can come from even the most innocent-looking child. Those who are careless and complacent will have a short life expectancy. Anyway, we'll head back to the college. Good work. Thanks. That was pretty awesome. We'll take your thieves' tools. Unidentified armor. Short bow, torch. I have 2 torches, so no desire for anything there. 16 gold and a light crossbow +1. And we'll take the 19 bolts. Just in case we use that crossbow. So yeah, I could have threw down a quick dispel. But when they all started shooting at me, I kind of was like, well, maybe I should just fire. Or go right after them, I mean. Alright, let's cure the piggy. Let me cure the piggy. Oh, I was stuck. There we go. So the nice thing about casters like a cleric, you can summon a creature. And between the two of us, we can kind of get it done. What is this right here? A bush. Ooh, 2 garnets in it. So I want to try to go east. So we'd have to head up this way. Is this the east exit? Oh, the Temple of America. Don't want to go there. And I suppose I might be able to go there and go directly to Derek Desley. Maybe. But I'm not looking for that fight just yet. I want to get a little more equipped if possible. Although I've got like caltrops and stuff I can use. What is this? Hollyhock? The weird guy. Otter. I guess there's no leaving the village to the east. Wasn't there a bush up here? Yeah. Ooh. Someone lost their belt. And let's check this house. It's sitting back from everybody. Just got a crystal ball. The ecology of hags. A few passages on this treatise on the behavior and habitual and habitat of hags have been outlined. Sometimes different species of hags band together to form covens, heightening the individual powers of each hag. Covens often perform a particularly vile summoning ritual to conjure an aberration known as a flying eye. This monstrosity acts as a spy for them, flying great distances quickly, and through the magic that created it, the coven sees all that it sees. However, this is not without its risk, for if the flying eye is slain, each of the hags who conjured it will be permanently and irrevocably blinded. We'll take that along with us hags. Note to kill the flying eye when possible. The journal's been updated. Wizard's Brew. The wizard Romney is making an alchemical brew in his bubbling cauldron. He is muttering about requiring some stench cap spores to complete his concoction. Blast, I really need some stench cap spores. Blast, this damn brew will be the death of me. Oh, there you are, Kareena Kovaleski, I presume. I wondered how long it would be before you found your way here. I'm Romney. Now, what is it that you think you want? Forgive my interruption, but I'm looking for my master, Iggy Olivero. He went missing while traveling through the dim forest a few weeks ago. My search for him has brought me to Orlane. Can you tell me anything that might help me to find him? I've been monitoring your actions, and I know that you have opposed those at the Golden Grain Inn. Your good intentions are apparent, and I feel that I can talk frankly with you. Orlane is in the grip of an evil cult. I oppose it vehemently and will gladly assist you in purging their influence from this village. First, I must warn you that your opposition to cult activity has not gone unnoticed by others in the village. The constable, Grover Ruskadal, is heavily involved in cult activities and already knows much about you. Take this key in case he detains you, but prevention is better than cure, so you would do well to avoid him altogether. Now let us talk. I am at your disposal. What can I do to help? Who are you? I am Romney, a wizard, though long retired from adventuring. My body is not as strong as it once was, but my mind is still sharp, and I've seen what's been happening to Orlane over the past year. Do you know anything about my master's disappearance? No, but it is reasonable to assume that the cultists were involved. If you investigate the cult activities, perhaps you'll find clues to your master's whereabouts. Tell me more about the cult. What would you like to know? I've been observing their movements carefully for the past year. Which villagers belong to the cult? The Spindle family have definitely been converted by the cult. They were never the most likable of people, but they disappeared 6 months ago for a few weeks, and when they returned, they were even more loutish than usual. But they're not alone. The inn and the temple are completely under cult control, and I'm sure many of the other villagers have fallen prey too. The farmer Hammond arrives back from a trip to see relatives recently, but his behavior has been erratic since his return and his crops left to rot. I fear he is the latest addition to the cult. Let's talk more about the cult. Who is behind the cult? I'm not sure yet. The Temple of America and the Golden Grain Inn are hives of cult activity and should be explored fully. However, I do not think that whatever evil is behind this cult resides in Orlane. The abduction and subsequent protracted disappearances of villagers suggest that they are taken to a remote location for conversion. How does the cult operate? The Golden Grain Inn was one of the first places to become infested by them, and it quickly became a base for cult activity. Guests at the inn were an easy target, tired or drunk or drugged, no doubt. Slowly, the cult spread, and a few months later it became apparent that the priesthood at the Temple of America has also become embroiled in cult activity. I know without a doubt that they've been involved in several abductions from the outlying farms. Every few weeks, another family would vanish without warning or explanation. Occasionally, rumors would circulate of a merchant thought to have gone missing while passing through Orlane. Often, those who went missing would return a few weeks later and try to act normally, but I could always detect a subtle shift in their behavior or their sense of disorientation. Though with some, the change was more obvious, and of course, not all of those who go missing return. What of those who don't return? I don't know. Perhaps Orlane is not the only place the cult is trying to expand into. Perhaps the cult leader keeps them as guards, perhaps worse. What should I do to strike against the cult? The Golden Grain Inn and the Temple of America are both central to cult activity in Orlane. Perhaps a full exploration of their premises will reveal who or what is behind their schemes. And I'm glad that you've earned the trust of Mayor Zacharias. He is not too stupid by mayoral standards and will be a good ally to have. Enough of the cult. Let's talk about something else. Would you care to accompany me? Alas, although my brain is still sharp, my legs are weak. I will offer you what help I can, but my adventuring days are over. Do you have any magical items I could purchase? I have a few spare items left over from my adventuring days that could be useful, and if you find any magical items whose powers you are unsure of, I may be able to help. Hey, show me what you got. Cool, so let's see what this belt is. 50 GP too. Slashing resist 5. Swordsman or Girdle of Bluntness. I can get 307 for this, so what can I get for the Girdle of Bluntness? 307. We'll get the slashing resist, it seems to be a bit more common. The Rogue Link's 587. Yeah, we'll sell that. 50 to identify. Ola Damara's Boon. Magical leather armor such as this is common amongst Hokach Thieves Guild. It is blessed by a priest of Ola Damara, god of thieves, and helps the wearer to notice deadly traps, find secret doors, and locate hidden treasure. It's a +2 armor, +2 search, +2 spot. That is pretty cool, but it doesn't offer much protection. And I'm not the most dexterous to take advantage of the dexterity bonus. So I put it on, and my AC goes to 16. But +2 search, +2 spot. Huh. Well, let's see what else we can conjure up here. Light crossbow +1 for 165. Let's see here. Who's got magical clubs? He's got spells. Magical items. Rod of Frost. Do I have a ring of protection on? I do. Dust of appearance, invisibility purge, thunderstone, choking powder, bag of holding would be nice. Some of these garnets, 84. I'll kite for 2. Braces of armor, but I lose the strength bonus. As much as I like this armor, I don't think I can do it. He'll give me 52 for the Merchant Guard and 1682 for Oldemar's Boon. I really want to wear that. Alright, let's just wear it and see what happens. But for 52, yeah, let's sell this. Oh no, I equipped it. This will free up some weight in our pack. I'll sell this. Kind of dressed like a rogue, dual wielding in rogue armor. It's alright though. Alright, that about wraps it up then. Any potions? Evil Splendor, Bull Strength. Have bull strength yet. I'll take a bull strength. You have a cat's grace. I'll buy a cat's grace too. Never know when those can come in handy. Alright. Oh. What are you trying to make in the cauldron? I'm creating a brew that may be of use in fight against the cult. However, I'm lacking a key ingredient and I can't attain the correct alchemical balance without it. What do you need? According to my notes, spores from the stench cap toadstool would be perfect. However, they only grow underground in damp conditions, and the alchemy merchant I used to purchase such items from hasn't been seen for months. If I find some, I'll be sure to bring you some. Apparently these fungi grow in damp, dark conditions underground. The perilous routes east of the village. Still trying to go that way. Knew it was worth visiting that place. There's the tailor. I know the Constable patrols down here. That's the Grain Inn. Kate and Miller. I'm just wondering how I get out the east exit of this town. What is that? Clover. Let's check it out. A 4-leaved clover. Well, I'll be. What does this do? Uses divine favor. Oh, that's awesome. Another cast of divine favor. We found a 4-leaved clover. And who lives in this little shanty shack? Huh.
Hello.
I see you haven't been tempted by my husband's quality goods. I told him that dwarf is overcharging him for those greenstones. Did you hear that, Ascali? I told you those greenstones were too expensive. Yes, dear.
What
I'm on duty. Keep your thieving hands off anything that ain't yours.
Hello there.
Greetings. It is a rare treat to have a customer these days. I am Ascali, master jeweler at your service. I have all manner of beautifully crafted items for your perusal, madam. Would you care to take a look? Sorry to disappoint you, Ascali. I've come to Orlane to investigate a few matters, not to trade. I might have known. Looks like I'm in for another week of listening to the wife's complaining. So times are hard? Yes, business has been deteriorating for the past year or so, but these past few months, it has all but dried up. Why has your trade fallen away so sharply? Well, as Madame is so concerned about the lack of trade, perhaps you would care to engage in a small exchange? I have a bag of 3 greenstone gems that my beloved wife constantly reminds me were an ill-advised purchase. Were you to buy them and spare me her tongue, I'm sure I could find the time to talk about current events with Madame for a while longer. Shall we say 20 gold pieces for all 3 of them? Little expensive, I'm afraid. I will offer 15 gold and no more. Surely they are worth selling for a cheaper price to get peace from your good wife. Madame drives a hard bargain, but makes a good point. Very well, it is a price at which I'm willing to trade. Good, then we have a deal. 15 gold pieces for the bag of gems. Pleasure doing business with you now, Madame. What is it you wanted to talk about? Why has trade fallen away? What's happening in Orlane? This time last year I was making good money here. Plenty of travelers stopped off in Orlane on their way between Hokach and Hook Hill, always passing merchant caravans, always had plenty of gold to spend. Then a well-guarded caravan from the Grand March was found ablaze and abandoned on the edge of the Rushmore marshes. A few months later, a couple of merchants from the Duchy of Geoff disappeared after staying overnight in Orlane. As the months passed, attacks on caravans heading in or out of Orlane increased, especially in the dim forest and around the Rushmore marshes. Oi, you don't think Master Ascali has better things to do than answer your questions? I think it's time I escorted you off the premises. It's fine, Wiley. Leave her be. If it wasn't for Kareena here, I don't know if I'd even have the coin to keep you on, so show some respect. Now, what was I saying? Ah, yes, as well as the attacks on merchants, strange things started happening around the village. Lots of comings and goings, rumors of disappearances, and worse. Without passing trade, I'm relying on the villagers, but few seem to have any spare coin these days, and those that do are too afraid to walk the streets to spend it. Do you know a merchant named Iggy Olivero? Iggy? But of course I do. He's an old friend and fellow gem trader. How is he? I was hoping you could tell me. The Merchant Guild in Hokach received a ransom note for his release, but it has been difficult to determine exactly who his kidnappers are. Oh my, that is terrible. Poor Iggy. Is there anything I can do to help? When did you last see him? Now let me think. It's been over a year since that Iggy fellow came in here, Master Ascali. Yes, it must be about a year ago. I think you're right, Wiley. No, wait a second. What am I thinking? He was here about a month ago, a few days after my birthday. I remember now. Yes, that's right. He was traveling to Hook Hill and lost a few guards to a goblin ambush in the dim forest. He came to Orlane in the hope of finding some men to replace the ones he had lost, but didn't meet with any success. That was the last time I saw him. I assumed he'd return safely to Hokach to replenish guards and goods, but he was going to stay overnight at the Golden Grain Inn before traveling home. Isn't that right, Wiley? I don't know. I don't really remember. Oh yes, in fact, now I come to think of it, you recommended the inn as a good place to stay. Really, Wiley, your memory is getting worse than mine. Let's see what you have for sale. Oh, you've got jewelry, alright. Ooh, natural armor +2. And gemstones. Alright, Wiley.
What do you want?
Maybe you should spend the night at the Golden Grain Inn if you're so keen to find out what happened to Iggy. I've already had that particular pleasure, thank you, guard. I wonder if exploring more will reveal anything. Wiley's in on the cult. In with the cult. I'm sure of that. Light gems. Still trying to find the eastern route out of town. Spindles Farm. I should go and check Spindles Farm now that I dealt with the Spindle boys. The Weaver. We haven't dealt with the Weaver yet. Ah, here's the exit. See what the Weaver has to say.
Well,
Me and Galen have been married for 5 months. I'm so happy.
Hey there.
Hey there. Good evening, madam. I'm Galen Weaver. How may I help you? I did find that trade note, didn't I? Master Weaver, I'm delighted with the beautiful design on the carpet sample you sent me. It's really most striking and tasteful too. I hereby commission you to produce a pair of rugs bearing that design to place in Hunstead Hall's great library. Lady Leander of Hokosh. Okay. I found this trade note on a wagon that's been waylaid in the dim forest. It's addressed to you. 100 XP. America be praised. I presume the lack of response from Lady Leander meant she was not impressed with the samples I had sent her. Oh, Hannah, this will earn us enough to see us through the coming months. I knew you could do it, darling. Listen, Kareena, I don't want to speak ill of my neighbors to a stranger, but you have proved yourself more of a friend than anyone in Orlane in the months I've been here. Go on. Me and Hannah visited the Golden Grain Inn a few nights after we arrived. Something about the place wasn't right. I couldn't say what exactly, but I'd steer clear of that place if I was you. Are you talking about something else? Of course. What would you like to discuss? What brought you to Orlane? Me and Hannah moved here after we married to start a business. The property was surprisingly cheap for a village that's always prospered from being on the edge of the trade routes. I think the previous owner moved away suddenly and wanted a quick sale, though I never met him. He left the priest in the temple in charge of conducting the deal. I see. How's trade? It hadn't been good, but now that Lady Leander has confirmed she'd like a pair of rugs, that should keep us going for the next few months. Hopefully trade will have picked up a bit by then. Have you noticed anything strange going on around the village? Not really. But trade is a lot quieter here than I've been led to believe. Hardly any merchants stop by, yet Orlane has always thrived from being near to the dim forest trade routes. And the villagers, well, they're not particularly friendly. No one's even visited to welcome us to Orlane, and when we've called on our neighbors, no one is ever home. Still, I'm sure over time they'll accept us. It can take a long time in some of these villages for the locals to accept outsiders, you know. Okay, I must be going.
well, hello to you.
My husband is so pleased to be able to resume work on the rugs. Okay, you guys take care. Nighttime. Oh, unidentified bolts. Always like that. Let's check out the Spindle Farm. I believe this is. Yep. Only moss spindles left.
Greetings. And
My
well
boys are out looking for you. Have you seen them? Seen them, killed them. Their pathetic attempts to ambush me backfired. Oh. Moss Spindle's not too happy.
I'll see you cut asunder.
Sorry, Moss Spindle. Ice arrows. Copper necklace. And a club +1. She hit me hard with that thing. venom weak, giant bee venom mild, spider venom weak. I've got to use some of that on my mace. Wow, Mom was not happy, but still, there goes the Spindle family. Huh, yeah, the lock door. Metal door. Well, I thought Ma Spindle might have been the good one out of the family, but not quite. And this guy boarded up against me when I first came into town. I probably shouldn't come in here. That's locked anyway. Alright, so we're gonna save here, head out the eastern direction, and look for a waylaid cart or something. Awesome, I love the development and the depth of this town. Orlane, it's pretty cool. Very interesting so far. Thanks for watching. Appreciate it. Much love, and I'll see you in the next episode. So long now.